low there. So I've been kind of a little off lately, like not my super high energy self. I haven't been sleeping very well. I know my cortisol levels are kind of backwards, and it's causing me to sleep poorly at night, and it's just, my cravings are back when I was doing really well with not eating sugar. And so I'm reworking on my discipline. And what my mentor mentioned is when things are really good, it's harder to keep our discipline strong. And she's so right. Like when things are bad, like when your energy's low and things aren't going right, it's easy to be like, I want out of this. So you do the work you need to do to kind of improve your situation. But things have been really good for me for a long time. Like I haven't even been triggered by anything in a long time. And so the last, week or two, I have been waking up a lot at night, and it's nothing in particular that's like bad. It's just my discipline kind of slipped, and so I got out of doing all the good positive things that were keeping me really high energy. And so very quickly my body's like, what's going on? And so it's screwed everything up. And so I need to step back on that discipline plan, get back to treating my body well, feeding it really well, keeping the sugar out, and keeping that discipline strong when things are good. And so that's going to be the new thing that I kind of focus on, is when things are really high, when the energy is really high, staying there, being able to maintain. Now, like I said, it had been probably 6 or 8 weeks since I was off before this, which was a really nice little stretch there of like really living up there. But it is important to continue to do the work even when things are great. So just a reminder. And also when you're low, it's okay to it's important to not just what we call spiritual bypassing, like, oh, I'm just going to go hole up in my house for 2 weeks, or, oh, I'm going to ignore this, or, oh, I'm going to just avoid sitting in the feelings. Like, you learn a lot when you're low, and when things aren't going perfectly, there's a lot of growth, a lot of learning to be had. So taking the time that you need to sit with yourself to really figure out what it is that's triggering you, what's brought you down, even if it's just your diet slipped or whatever, to just figure that out so that you can clear through that pattern or that block or whatever it is and step forward again. Because you got to keep growing and learning, that's kind of the point, is we don't just stagnate, because if it is a pattern or a block that needs to be cleared, it'll just show up again. You can avoid it for a while by taking a bath or meditating or whatever, but then it'll come back up again at you, and until you clear it, until you work through it. So I am going to spend some time this weekend in the sunshine. It's beautiful. It's supposed to be like 70 degrees. I'm going to play a lot with the kids. I'm going to get out into nature. We're either going to go hiking here in Vegas, or we're going to take a trip down to like Lake Havasu or something and sit on the beach and just enjoy the sunshine. So I think that'll help me kind of figure out and ground and refocus on what it is that's going on that's keeping me a little bit funky. I don't know. I have some ideas about what it is. I'll check in with you guys once I work through it. But yeah, so don't be afraid of sitting with your stuff. Don't try to hide from it, because it'll come back and get you. But have a great, beautiful weekend. I will talk to you all soon. Bye.